This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And complete, right side to Cook. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Kyle. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Escaping the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Third and long for Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The pass passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Joe Gladney. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Winston got his man complete over the middle. It's caught. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Foles. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
First down, Chicago.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the counter here. Cohen. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 35. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Anthony, just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Vikings 34-yard line.
Foles. Side by Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. 16 yards, a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Foles on the handoff. Here's Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, it's Patterson, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Carried by the running back.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
1st and goal.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Back to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical,
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The first down throw for Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
On the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Play fake. Winston. Pressure, and he's taken down. The Bears sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
9 at the 22-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The Bears first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
For the running back.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Patterson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
27-yard line.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now Foles. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. brings up 2nd and 11.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jameis intercepted a third time. Ellie Jackson picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitz.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there. But they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Winston to throw it this time. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
46-yard line.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 1st down, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's now 3rd down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.